The sounds of violent winds, crashing waves, and the groaning of strained wood, then the heavy panting of a man exerting himself to the utmost. Turbulent, dark waters, oars desperately striking the water. Wide, terrified eyes, a trembling hand clutching a small compass, while we see the darkness of an island slowly receding. October 2nd, 1975. Sea of Marmara, Turkey. In the heart of a storm, a single man rows. A small, stolen fishing boat. He is not a fisherman. He is a prisoner, and he is rowing for his life. Ahead of him lies 17 miles of deadly open water. Behind him, the island prison from which no one escapes. This man is Billy Hayes, and the world believes he will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Documentary title, Escape from Hell. Billy Hayes' lifeboat. The story begins as a dream and ends as a nightmare. 1970. Billy Hayes, a 23-year-old American student. At Istanbul airport, he attempted the stupidest move of his life, smuggling 2 kilograms of hashish strapped to his body. He was immediately arrested. "Don't worry," his lawyers told him. "It's a few months, maybe a year." He was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months. A harsh sentence, but bearable. He was sent to Sigmalkalar prison. Hell on earth. Billy endured. He endured the darkness, the beatings, and the madness surrounding him. He counted the days. He saw the light at the end of the tunnel. 1975. Only 53 days remained until his freedom. Hayes stands before a Turkish judge. His face showed faint optimism, but Turkey at that time was in the midst of a political crisis. Hayes' case became a bargaining chip. The Supreme Court in Ankara, in a shocking decision, overturned his sentence. The new sentence wasn't for years. It wasn't 10 years. Billy Hayes was sentenced to life, which was later commuted to 30 years. Hayes' face crumpled. Hope turned into a black void. Something died inside him at that moment. Hayes realized he would never get out legally. It was time for the Midnight Express, a prison slang term for escape. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Because of his behavior, or perhaps for another reason, Hayes was transferred from the hellhole of Sigmalkalar to Imrali Island prison. The irony was cruel. Imrali was a minimum security prison. No high walls, no guard dogs. Why? Because they didn't need them. Hayes stands on the shore, looking across the water to the distant mainland. The walls, ... were water. Imrali was an island in the middle of the Sea of Marmara. Its bars were made of water. Escaping from it was suicide. No one dared to challenge the sea. But for Billy Hayes, facing 30 years, suicide was just another option. 17 miles of hell for months. Hayes worked a job on the island's dock. He watched, he studied the currents, memorized the guards' schedules. Small fishing boats, rowboats docked there at night. On October 2nd, 1975, a storm hit. This was madness, ... or this was his chance. The guards were sheltering from the rain. The sea was so rough that no one would expect a prisoner to dare touch the water. Hayes runs to the dock. He cuts the rope. He jumps into a small piazza boat. As soon as he was away from the shore, he realized the magnitude of the disaster. The storm was stronger than he had imagined. He was rowing against 10-foot waves. The boat was filling with water. Hayes rows with one hand and bails with the other. He cries out from exhaustion and pain. 17 miles. Against the current, against the wind. Every muscle in his body was burning. He saw the lights of the mainland like stars. It was far away, but it never seemed to get any closer. He rowed all night. Dawn. The boat crashes against a rocky shore. Hayes crawls onto the beach, vomiting seawater. He's barely alive. He had reached land, but he wasn't free. He was still in Turkey. He was now fugitive number 1. Hayes runs across the fields. He dies, his blonde hair black. He hides in barns. For 3 days, Billy Hayes became a ghost. He avoided the roads. He stole food. Finally, he reached the Maritsa River, the Nachiol border with Greece. Hayes plunges into the river. Soldiers on the other side are shouting. He doesn't know if they're Turkish or Greek. He keeps swimming. He swam across the river, and when he crawled onto the other bank and came face to face with a soldier, he had only one question. Am I in Greece? When the soldier nodded, Billy Hayes collapsed and wept. Weeks later, he was deported to the United States. He wrote his story in a book called Midnight Express. Hollywood turned it into a famous film, a film that sparked controversy, changed Hayes's life, and angered an entire nation. The film exaggerated some events for dramatic effect, but it failed to capture the true madness of the escape. The real escape wasn't about violence. It was about endurance. Billy Hayes didn't need to kill a guard. He needed to fight the sea itself and win. And win.